What's up, everybody? Hope you're having an awesome day today. Welcome to my channel, and I'm sure as you saw by the thumbnail, had some pretty weird stuff in my suitcase. So today we're going to dive into what I brought for the 5-week trip to Hawaii. So I get it, not many people actually are able to take the whole 5 weeks for a vacation. You know, when we talk to people down there, they're like, whoa, holy moly, you guys are here for that long. Normal people maybe for like a week, maybe 2 weeks. We had 2 carry-ons each, and then we also had these 2 check bags that we brought, and pretty much they were both at like 49 pounds. Like we pretty much maxed them out to the limit. So had this big guy here for all of our kitchen stuff that we brought, and then this one right here was kind of like a really flimsy one that we put most of like our clothes and kind of bathroom stuff in there. So those are the 2 bags that we checked. I'll just be going over what I put in those 2 bags. Our carry-on bags, you know, there was my camera stuff, your daily stuff you kind of use, so I won't get into that. So yeah, we're gonna jump right in and I'll show you, start off with the good stuff, and I'll show you what we packed in these bad boys. All right, first thing is the Instapot. This thing was such a lifesaver. It's just so convenient to cook your rice, beans. Yeah, we didn't really think we would bring this, but I'm so happy that we did. And just really helped us our cooking. You know, we could, set the beans or rice in, go to the beach, go do whatever we got to do, come back, boom, you got, dinner started. So fit this in there. We also brought a Vitamix. This thing's really heavy. If you I normally never like pick these things up, they're always just left on the counter, but yeah, I brought a Vitamix and this thing was awesome. All the fresh fruit and all that stuff that, when you're in Hawaii, it's just abundant there. So it was really cool to be able to make your own smoothies and not have to pay, super high price for somebody else's smoothie. And we also make some really good sauces and dips. We've had this thing for, I don't know, since I got it, maybe probably 2 years or so. But yeah, the thing works, it's awesome, and yeah, fit this guy in there. So we also brought a yoga mat. It kind of really helped for like all the stuff in the luggage to help, kind of cushion it and whatnot. But yeah, mainly used for yoga stuff. And if you saw our house tour in Hawaii, there was a really nice green backyard with a bunch of grass. Just so nice to lay out there on this or work out on this. So yeah, brought a yoga mat. It's a good idea. So this one's really stupid, but it was a really great idea. We brought a little cooking griddle thing. So we make our own French fries. Normally people don't really have this. What do you call this? Like a cookie, I don't know, some cookie thing. But yeah, nobody really has this, and we make our own fries. So, we season up our fries. We don't use any oil or anything, and put them right on here and bake them. And you'd have crispy fries that are so delicious. Yummy! So yeah, we brought this. Kind of weird, but we want some good food while we travel, so this was a must. So I also brought some protein powder. This is the Naked Pea. It's just one ingredient. It's just pea protein all smushed up, blended up. This is really, really good stuff. All right, so these next 3 things, well actually all the produce stuff or just like the loose things, we combined it in our Tupperware. So when we brought quinoa, this was really nice to bring. This is just a bag of rice, and we brought some beans, some black beans and pinto beans. You could technically buy it all there in Hawaii, but we really didn't know, like, is it gonna be way more expensive? Stuff was really expensive there, but there is Costco there, which is like pretty much the same price. Very, very cheap to get all your stuff, but you had to buy everything in bulk. So it's like, we were there for 5 weeks, so we maybe could have got away with buying something and like using all of it there. But most people only travel for that 2 weeks, and you're not gonna need all, this giant bag of beans. Yeah, we just took some portions, we put them in Tupperware containers, duct taped them so they didn't, burst open in the airplane. But yeah, these are like the Tupperware containers I'm talking about. Just, about this size, just filled with beans, rice. Yeah, it was really nice. We just had to buy that stuff there, and we pretty much, for that whole 5 weeks, we pretty much ate all of the stuff that we brought with us. So yeah, on our way back, the luggages were a lot lighter. So pretty cool. Being plant-based, we of course had to bring some nutritional yeast. This is like one spice, you know, you're not really sure where you can find it. Wasn't really sure in Hawaii if they would have something like this. A few stores did, but again, you know, like we already have this stuff at home, so why not bring it? You know, it's just more money we'd have to spend to have more stuff. So yeah, this is awesome. Like I said, we make some really good cheeses, some sauces, some dips, and main ingredient is the nooch. Another thing that you can do while you travel is bring some reusable straws. You know, really kind of try to save that planet and the plastic. And which was really, really cool about Hawaii, I did not know. I think it was about a few years ago, they banned all plastic bags from the grocery stores. So you go in the grocery store, 0 plastic bags. It's all paper, or they don't give you any bags at all. So we were just so mind blown. I was like, man, this is awesome. Like, everybody needs to start doing this. So yeah, just really, and this is just, you know, kind of keeping the environment in mind, just not trying to reduce your carbon footprint and, you know, not use as much plastic everywhere that you can. So pretty cool to bring these. I did not forget the most important thing to bring on your trip, laser light. As you know from if you watch my camera bag video, I talked about this thing for like 3 minutes straight and how amazing this thing is. And batteries are out, never mind. But yeah, it's super cool, you know, nighttime, you just shine it around. Most important thing to bring, laser light, boom. So for shoes, I just brought my normal tennis shoes, and then what I wore pretty much almost the entire trip was Chacos. You know, hiking, beach stuff, everything was just pretty much Chacos stayed on like the entire time. So another thing that I brought was some resistance bands. Again, this is just stuff to like really help you stay in that routine. Gyms there, like, you know, I was working out before we went on our trip, and as soon as we got there, I called and tried to find some gyms that were close to our area. And they were incredibly expensive, you know, just for like a month or a 5-week thing. I think the cheapest for that was like $100, and somewhere around like that $120 to $130 for those 5 weeks. That was just insane to me. So yeah, bringing these resistance bands kind of really helped. It's not a full gym, but you can definitely get away with, you know, some things and staying in shape. And not gonna toot my own horn here, but I was so strong that I actually snapped one of the ends here. It was pretty funny. It actually kind of scared me and kind of whacked me in the back of the head when it snapped, but you know, progress. So I actually bought some snorkel gear and fins before we went on a trip and brought this with us. You can definitely like rent, you know, all your gear there. I think it was like $1.50 or $2 per day. Show up to the store to go get it, fill out all this stuff. And it was just so much easier if you have your own things and you don't have to worry about returning it at a certain time. And you know, it's good for life. You don't have to keep renting stuff. So this was really, really nice. And if you have room in your luggage, which we did, I won't get into too much detail of, you know, the bathroom stuff. It's pretty common sense, you know, bring all the grooming stuff that you would like. But I fit it all in this little cool grandma style bag, you know, unfolds. And I love this thing. I love the color. I mean, just check this out. Pretty dope. So as you know, and if you haven't seen, but you can check out the house that we did stay at for our 5 weeks in Maui. I will link that or do a little card thing up here. But I mean, they pretty much had everything there. You know, they have towels, they have the silverware, plates, they had some spices, you know, all that good stuff. So which we kind of lucked out. I mean, technically we could have stayed at a house that didn't really have all that stuff. They might not have like a cooler that we could have brought for the beach, or even like towels. But I mean, I don't know who has a house and like doesn't have a set of towels or something. But we also did bring the quick dry ones. You know, it's always just really nice for when you're like traveling around, and just fits in your backpack super nice. You're not lugging around this big puffy wuffy towel. So these are always really nice to have. So I will really quickly get into what I brought for my clothes. I think the most important thing that I wore the entire time was my swimsuit, bathing suit. And then I had my long sleeve UPF clothing. I pretty much never took it off because we were outside all day, and you really just want to protect yourself against the sun. I don't like putting all the greasy suntan lotion everywhere, and you're constantly applying it all the time, getting grease everywhere. So the shirt was really nice, and it never came off. It did kind of, this thing starts to smell a little funky after a while, but they had a washer and dryer there, so wash it up, you're good to go. I don't know how I forgot this. to bring the dad hat. Always got to have the dad hat. All right, so for my shirts, I had a mixture of, tank tops and actual shirts, but I brought 7 pairs. So 7 pairs. It would last me the whole week. It was actually really nice because, like I said, I pretty much wore my long sleeve UPF clothing the entire time. So I didn't really go through much, t-shirts. So 7 was the perfect amount. I wouldn't bring less or more. 7 was the perfect amount. So I also brought the same amount of socks and underwear. 7 pairs of socks. This was great because, like I said, I wore my Chacos pretty much the entire time. So I only wore socks maybe like once or twice. So 7 was, a little overboard, but if you don't have Chacos, you'll probably use more socks. The underwear though, however, I brought 7 pairs of them. I wish I had more, or I brought more underwear. I definitely would have brought at least like maybe 9 or 10. I just felt like I don't know about you guys, but like I like to shower every day and, go to shower before bed and throw on a clean pair of chonies before you lay down. So it just felt like they just went by so fast. So I would definitely bring a lot more undies. Like I said, 9 or 10. So for shorts, I brought, some kind of nice ones. I brought 2 pairs of Lululemon shorts, and I brought my swim trunk. And I pretty much never took off the swim trunk, and if I did, I would throw on the Lululemons, just kind of like a really that's what they look like. So yeah, just, there was really no cold areas in Hawaii. Unless the only time that I actually needed like pants or a long sleeve is if you go to the top of the mountain or the volcano to see like sunset or sunrise. It definitely does get chilly up there. Yeah, we unfortunately didn't bring that. So we just had like a blanket luckily and just bundled up in this little blanket. But that is the only place that gets cold there. So that's up to you if you want to bring, pants or long sleeve stuff. So up to you. All right, guys, so that wraps up the video. Short, quick, hope you guys really enjoyed it. And like I said, it was pretty weird this is our first time bringing, all this kitchen stuff like the Instapot, the Vitamix, pretty much a lot of our food with us. It was really weird. We got some weird looks from the people's house we were staying at. But it really helped. I'm never gonna travel without this stuff again. We're going to Japan in a little bit, going to Mexico in December, and I'm absolutely gonna bring the same stuff. It just really helps you save some money with food. And like I said, if you have a certain routine or certain diet that you're following at home, as you know, traveling can really kind of break that up. So just bringing the stuff with us helped me stay in that same routine. So comment below if you guys would like to see a video of how much stuff cost in Hawaii. All the food, the attractions, the rental cars, getting around, gas, all that stuff. Let me know if you guys want me to make a video of, pretty much what we spent there. Another thing to add that was actually really funny, we ended up buying a juicer while we were there. So yeah, that thing weighed like 20 pounds. So we couldn't actually put it in our checked bags because it was way too much. So yeah, we brought it in our carry-on bags, and man, that really makes the backpack really heavy and add an extra 20 pounds to it. Came back with an Instapot, our Vitamix, and then our newly bought juicer that we had actually shipped to us there because we really wanted to start juicing and couldn't wait till we got back home. So yeah, pretty funny. For now, stay tuned for the next video, for the next adventure. Keep on traveling. I'll see you guys soon.